Okay, apparently I'm live. You never know with this. Okay, so hello is how we normally start these things. So a couple of days ago, I posted on my timeline. I'm just looking for it, and I posted a comment about how I've been working on my latest book, and it's all about the spiritual tipping point, or what I'm kind of changing it to at the moment, which is the conscious tipping point. So this is going to be the first part because I'm going to share with you a model of that depicts and describes the evolution and awakening of the species of the human race. And I'll get to where we are now. And then in the next one, which will be in a few days, maybe this week, maybe next week, I will share with you what's coming next. And I'm going to talk about the conscious and spiritual tipping point that we're reaching. I'm going to talk about how artificial intelligence or are they the same? Are they different? Angelic intelligence comes into this. They are different. I'm going to explain why artificial and angelic intelligence are different, the limitations of AI, how AI could help us move forward or possibly not. So, and how we can use it to support us. So this is a model that describes the awakening of humanity and our species, and it predicts kind of a lot of the chaos that's happening now. And it is mostly applicable to the developed world, but it does have it is also represented by where we but in other nations. So Angel, hey, yes, artificial versus angelic intelligence. Yes. Okay. So the beginning of last century, we had 2 world wars and the Great Depression. People didn't have enough food to eat. They didn't have anywhere to live. They were struggling for their very basic needs, survival needs to be met. So there was a huge demand and push for social security here in the UK and modern farming methods and more energy, more resources. And at this point, the base chakra of society was activated. We now had enough food to eat. Rationing was no more. We had enough food to eat. Most people had somewhere to live, and we had our basic needs met. Then moved into the 60s. Whole sexual revolution happened, explosion of creativity, of expression, of sexuality, of different ways of being with each other, with ourselves. And this is the sacral chakra of society being activated. So it's about flow, flexibility, sex, pleasure, joy, and creativity. Then in the 80s, we had the I want it now, the me, I generation. It was a time of people didn't want to wait anymore. They wanted what they wanted now. So it was a time of, greed is good, the individual. And this is the solar plexus chakra of society being activated. So here we have, it's a time when it's okay to do your own thing, to go out on your own. Individual will and identity was celebrated. Solar plexus chakra opening. Then we had in the 90s, we had this whole explosion of new age therapies, healing, all these different modalities. And it was okay to love. It was okay to talk about love and our feelings and emotions and our higher emotions. And this is the heart chakra of society being activated. Then started in the noughties. I was one of the early adopters of the internet, being an academic at the time. We had Janet, Joint Academic Network. And so I could email an academic in Bristol and ask for a copy of her paper, and they would email it back to me. Very exciting. Didn't have to wait for the post. And so with the internet, and then with iPods, iPhones, smartphones, and all of the social medias, YouTube and this and all of the social medias, we can now communicate. So this is the throat chakra. Everyone's talking, everyone's listening, everyone's chatting. Throat chakra of society being activated. So where we are now is we're right on the eve of the third eye. And we have been here for some time, but there's something else a little bit more complex going on. And I'm going to explain that next time. But this time, I'm just going to share with you what happens just before the chakra above is activated. The chakra below it pushes through. So it gets pierced, if you like. So it was the deprivation that pierced the base chakra. It was because in the 50s, it was incredibly restrictive time. You had to get married, have your, go to school, get a job, get married, have 2.2 kids. And that was the rules, and no deviation was allowed. So there was the incredible rigidity that was like became excessive, that people said, no, I want to have fun now. And, I want to be creative. I want to live in a different way. And so that's what pierced the sacral chakra. Then it was almost the excess of the sacral chakra. It was all because it was each chakra has a either an individual element or a community element. And the sacral chakra is all about community and the collective. And people going, well, I'm the one working really hard, but I have to share it with everyone else, and I'm not okay with that. And I want it for myself, and I don't want to wait until I retire. I want it now. And that's what pierced, was the excess of the sacral that pierced and caused the solar plexus to activate. It was the excess of the solar plexus where it was all about money, all about logic, all about rationality. People either got burnt or they got burnt out. They decided they wanted to feel. So it was that pierced the heart chakra. It was this desire to express all these emotions. We had all these feels. We had to find some mechanism to share them. That's what drove the communication, where it was okay to feel, and now it's okay to talk about our feelings. Now, as we also get in these excesses, we also get some things that are not so useful or great. So now in the excess of the throat, what we have is a lot of people talking, but and we know that there is a lot of miscommunication and misinformation, because there isn't yet fully the discernment. So next time I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence, angelic intelligence. What's the difference? Higher level thinking. What's happening between as the throat is the bridge between the heart and the head. And we hear this, don't let your head rule your heart. Don't let your heart rule your head, or your heart knows what's true for you. Well, actually, what if neither are right? What if it's not heart or head? What if it's the right way of using the heart and the right way of using the head? And a less useful way of using the heart and a less useful way. I don't like the word right and wrong. I do like that, because I like nuance, and that's the sign of the third eye opening. So when the third eye opens, and the crown will pop, I believe very soon after that. So I'm going to talk about next time, what's the role of artificial intelligence in the activation of this, and where is it going to limit us? Where is it going to drag us down, probably into an overexpressed, in an unhealthy way, heart chakra? I'm going to talk about that next time. For now, if you've liked this, please click the likey button, the lovey button, the sharey button, comment your questions, your thoughts. I'll come back and answer them, and I'll answer them next time with how we can all ride this wave of opening of the third eye and achieving consciousness. And I've got this other little thought for you, which is on Thursday, I'm running a webinar. It is called How to Elevate Your Coaching Practice, even in uncertain times. It's actually got a longer name than that, and I can't remember it now. But anyway, it's all about elevating your coaching practice. But we're going to bring into, because it's coaching, it's this idea of coaching, or leaders or guides or practitioners who are the way showers, the light bearers. And I don't really like the word light worker, because it's got some really weird sort of freakish connotations, but it's the light bearers, the way showers, who are going to guide us all through. So if you believe you are one of those, join me on the call. Somewhere on one of my pages, there'll be a link. And if you want to know about that call, just message me, drop a comment, and then I'll know to drop you the Zoom link where you can just register for the Zoom. So at 4:00 on Thursday, come and we'll have a chat more about this and how to elevate consciousness and raise our emotional awareness and a whole bunch of other exciting stuff. And you might even get a sneak preview of the AI, angelic versus artificial intelligence. So I will see you on Thursday. If not, I'll see you some other time. Might be next week when I do this part 2 of this journey through the evolution of the species. Jen says, interesting talks. Recent history of social consciousness is in this one. Look forward to finding out more. Oh, cool. You're welcome. You're welcome. Angel has said, I love your name, Angel. Such a beautiful name. Angel, definitely difference between light worker and light bearer. Yes, yes. Light worker. Who wants to work with light? Who wants to just carry the light, shine it? Beautiful. All righty. Thank you, Jennifer, for reposting it. Dr. Jennifer, thank you for that. Thank you for reposting. I really appreciate it. If there's any other questions, I will either answer them now or I'll answer them later. Sometimes there's always this little lag thing. I'm going to say we'll answer them next time, but please do post them. Please do post your questions. I love getting questions because that inspires the thought and the conversation. So, Didi says, looking forward to your post. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I will keep you in anticipation for next time. Till then, huge love. I've got to go and collect a car or drop off my husband to collect his car. So I'm going to go do that. Huge love. Bye for now.